Welcome back to another Rose City Reptiles video. I'm Joey. This is Rose City Reptiles, and in this video I got something special planned. I'm going to be showing you guys my entire turtle and tortoise collection and explaining why I think that they are a huge part of the future here at Rose City Reptiles. Building a little ramp for the leopard tortoises. We just put in the new house. It was a little uneven, so we raised up one side and now we're putting a little slope for how they will get in and out. Alright, so today is the day that we've got the new tortoise house moved over and we're setting it up for the leopard tortoises for winter. So we got the heat turned on. Let me show you what we did here. So we got this really, I don't even know the dimensions of it. It's a really large house. We filled it with dirt, put some rubber flooring down just to insulate the bottom a bit. And then we've got our heat mat in the back here. This is called a pig blanket. It's really durable material and it works really well heating up these spaces in a safe way. So this is how we're gonna have them set up. We might have to add some heat emitters as the temperatures start to drop here in Texas, but let me show you the residents of this new house. So here are the leopard tortoises. They live in this part of the yard and I'm about to put them in their new house and kind of that way they can get accustomed to it and learn where it is. So Liam, you want to help me put them in?
Yeah.
All right, let's do it. How about I'm gonna get this big one. Oh, that's a big girl here. Oh. All right, thank you.
Liam, you got this last one? The big one?
Oh gosh, they weigh quite a bit. All right, we got the leopard tortoises in their house. One of those big females that we just put in here, actually, I caught her laying some eggs last night. So let's go ahead and go over there and we're gonna dig them up. Let's get started.
Yeah.
Check out down here on the ground. Sometimes it's a literal egg hunt. So we started here, we moved here. You kind of have to feel how the dirt feels, but because I couldn't remember exactly where she laid her eggs. So what we noticed was there's a bunch of pine needles mixed in with the dirt here. That tells me that it was recently turned. And then when I reach my hand down in this one, it's softer. And look right there. Right there at the bottom of that hole. See that little bit of white? Let me clear it off. I don't know if it picks that up all the way down, but we have eggs. So, I'll just move this dirt out the way. So, as you guys can see, we got some eggs down here. About to, boom. First one, and check that out. Check out down in that hole. Look down there. we got some more. So I'm just gonna start pulling these out. Third time's the charm. Let's do it. She usually lays, I believe it's 14 eggs. So let's see. Let's see if that's what it is this time. Not. Oh, another one. Two, 5, 6, 11. So that's a smaller clutch than usual, but I think that's it. We got them. All right, time to put these in the incubator. All right, got them in the perlite. And up next, I'm going to show you guys my RedFoot Tortoise collection. Let's see. None are in the house. So, let's go around. Okay, I see some right here. He's actually sticking his head up, getting that morning sun. These guys, everybody loves RedFoots, right? I mean, they're so social. My kids love them. They can come into the enclosure. I never have to worry about anything. It's just a tortoise. And they're just super friendly tortoises that don't mind human interaction. Like, he's gonna come out of his shell, he's gonna say hi. These guys are super chill. I love them a lot. Now, what is different about these are Colombian Redfoots. Okay, so the difference between them and like a different locality of Redfoot is their legs and their head is yellow, and it stays yellow throughout their entire life. I think that's really cool. They look kind of like this one is this is a shy one, but I do have more in here. But they kind of look like a bumblebee a little bit. Like, I just love the black and yellow colors together. So let's find some more. There's two. Wanted to make sure to do whenever I planted the Burmese brown tortoise enclosure is I wanted to make sure to have lots of elephant ears. You guys can see some in the background here. Here, show up here. I've got some big elephant ears back here growing, and then there's some little ones here. As you can see, a lot of these don't have the leaf. They've been non-stop eating these. What they do is they come up here and they bite right here, and they make it weak right there, and then they push it down and they eat off the leaf. No joke. They literally do that. They come up on all of them. They bite here, they make it weak, and then they push it down. It is so cool, but it doesn't kill the plant. It just keeps growing new elephant ears like every couple days. Look, you see a new one sprouting right here, right there. By tomorrow, this leaf will be like this one, literally in a day. So, and they'll come up in a couple days and they'll bite it and knock it down and start eating it. And I love having a self-sustaining enclosure, and I can't wait to see what this enclosure looks like next spring and summer after it has a full season to really grow and take root. There's 4 in here. But yeah, they do really good. They love the cooler days like today, 50s, 60s, 70s, any of those. They love the cooler weather, and I even find them, like, even on days where it's 60 degrees, they'll come out and just sit in their ponds. They'll sit in the pond all day. You can see they put on a lot of size this summer. You can see their growth lines. These guys are really cool. They have really long nails on their legs, sharp long nails, well suited for climbing around the enclosures. So let me find the elongateds. They're actually hiding somewhere in here. They like to tuck themselves underneath the grass back here. This one's almost always in the same spot, hidden underneath some tall grass. A perfect little hiding spot. But here's an elongated tortoise. These guys are all found in the same region in the wild, and that is why I keep them together in this enclosure. If you guys follow Camp Kennan, he keeps his mountain tortoises with his elongated as well, and that's kind of where I got that idea from. And they're thriving. They're doing really well in here together. These guys also can handle those cooler temps that we get in the fall. Now during winter, I'll move them in. But yeah, these guys, here are the elongateds. We have 3 of them in this enclosure. Love these guys. Really beautiful. We are now inside of the Chinese box turtle pen. You can just look around a little bit. They have a nice deep pond here. And these guys are doing so well. They are loving this enclosure, but now with the temperature starting to drop, let me show you what the Chinese box turtles are doing. Underneath this log, we've got some pine needles, and I know that there's a turtle that is usually burrowed right here, as you guys can see, right there. I'm gonna go ahead and just pull this one up. But right here, we have a Chinese box turtle safely underneath the soil. Now it's still warming up, and these guys will still come out and be active during the day. That's why it's no problem to dig it up. But over the winter, all winter long here in Texas, these guys can be outside with no hide, no nothing. It can snow on top of them, ice. They are perfectly fine as long as they can dig down into the ground. But just like the Burmese and the Redfoots, another turtle that just does excellent outside in Texas. The only difference is this one can stay out all year. 365 days a year, it can be in this pen without any heated hide whatsoever. So I think that is incredible, and it made it one of my favorite species to keep. So we're just gonna put it right back down here, and oh, it's actually, okay. All right, you wanna come play? Here we go. Let's set him over there. I'm gonna fix his hide back how he had it. That's actually a female. We have 5 of them in this enclosure, and yeah, they love it. All right, so in this enclosure, we've got our Gulf Coast box turtles. This is the newest enclosure. Still has to grow in. We're still gonna be planting some plants, but it's the biggest pond that we've put in so far, and I'm really excited about it. But let me show you these guys. So we've got 3 underneath this log here. Let me show these to you guys. Really beautiful box turtle. They're native to North America. You can find them. This locality is found in Mississippi and Louisiana. But yeah, another really amazing box turtle. It's a big box turtle. I love them. These guys are very cold hardy. They can handle our winters here in Texas, no problem. Just like the Chinese box turtles, they will dig down into the soil and call that their home for the winter months. But right now they are still somewhat active, and in this enclosure we have 6 of them, and I really like how none of them are the same. They all have unique patterns on their shell, and they are huge fans of the water. So I'm gonna set them over here by the pond. So what we have here is all 6 of the Gulf Coast box turtles, and they're gonna go for a little swim. It is now time to wrap up this tortoise collection with the Socatas. So we are standing inside the Socata bin right now. We've got a couple different kind of Socatas in here. Ooh. This right here is what you call an ivory Socata. They've got a really nice light colored shell with like yellow skin, and they really are just, to me, a very beautiful tortoise. And then right next to the ivory, we have a normal. You can see there's a little bit of a difference between them. In person, it's a lot more, but I'm not sure how much it picks it up on camera. Normal Socata, ivory, both of them very beautiful. Super personable, confident tortoises. But you have to know what you're getting into. These guys can be quite destructive, and you kind of have to have an area that's set up for them. Crashing the show, we've got Esteban and Carlota, our Kuni pigs. And right now we're having our fence repaired in the front, and so they've been hanging out in the backyard. And actually pigs and tortoises get along pretty well. So we just finished looking at all the turtles and tortoises here at Rose City Reptiles. You guys may have noticed a common theme among them, and that is I like to keep hardy turtles and tortoises that are gonna do well for me. I don't wanna keep things that I have to micromanage. And so all these guys, they do excellent here outdoors. Most of them 365 days a year are right here in their enclosures. I love watching these guys. I love watching turtles and tortoises, and just the way they move is just therapeutic to me. I'm someone who wants to keep going and grinding and moving and going all the time, and watching a tortoise walk across the yard or a turtle come out of its den, and just, it's therapeutic. They give back so much to me, and it's a reminder to me to slow down. I also love how my kids can come out and join me. I've got 3 young kids, 1 years old, 5 years old, and 7. They can come out and they can be as involved as they want with the turtles and tortoises. They can get in the pens, they can do anything. They can feed them, and they really enjoy keeping them just like I do. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, go ahead and subscribe, like the video. We also keep some iguanas and tegus and different things like that. And so if you're interested in keeping reptiles, especially keeping them outdoors and keeping them properly, and keeping them happy, subscribe to the channel. I will see you guys in the next Rose City Reptiles video. Bye.